Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super uber mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because today we're gonna be talking about this amazing series. To be honest, I feel like so far for 2023, I feel like this is the best series released, and also because of course it includes a lesbian couple. This basically like the front line of the show, which is super amazing. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments as well, because you know that your opinion does matter. And I also want to say that I've activated the super stickers to the channel just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. It will also help us out tremendously. And I also want to say thank you so much for all the love and all the support you guys been showing on the channel. It 100% doesn't go unnoticed. So let's get right into further details and actually talk about this amazing 10 out of a 10 show. So basically it's called Specially Ops Lioness. Yes, it follows Joe, who attempts to balance her personal life and her professional life as she tips off the CIS spy in a war on terror. The Lioness progress enlists Cruz to operate undercover alongside Joe among the power brokers of state terrorism. Yes, so basically it's like it's very interesting, you know, just everything, the quality. I can't even say what I really want to say because it's so amazing, you know. Currently has one season available and you can watch it on Paramount Plus. So basically the lesbian storyline that develops is between Cruz and Aaliyah. I will just call her Aaliyah. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce her name. I will just call her that. So basically Cruz, who is Cruz? Cruz is an American Marine who is the latest recruit of the Lioness program. Yes, working under Joe, Cruz goes undercover to infiltrate terrorism organization threatening the fate of Western world, and her task is to build a relationship with this terrorist daughter and got information about him, and basically she has to execute him after she finds out all the details, after she builds a relationship with his daughter. And because he's a very hard man to find, so he's very undercover. Nobody knows any move that he does. The only person is basically public from his side is his daughter, and that's where the whole situation starts to unfold. And who is Aaliyah? She is the daughter of the wealthy business magnate who suspects ties to terrorism groups and the latest subject of the Lioness team undercover operation. She and Cruz starts to spend a lot of time together. She likes Cruz because she is a very simple person compared to her other friends. They are very bougie. They like her for her money, for her stats, and who she is. But when Cruz came along, they actually met in a store, in a jewelry store. Of course, it was all a setup. Cruz had to go and find a way to approach Aaliyah for them to start to build this relationship, and everything between them actually sparked very basically from the bed, you know. They just built the relationship. And of course Cruz was very nervous because this, you have to keep in mind, this is her first operation, you know. This is her first time going undercover. This is her first time that she has to be in a situation like this, and of course she was very nervous. And Joe, her boss, is a very determined woman. She takes her career very serious. She doesn't play around, you know. And of course, you know, Aaliyah, she was just there in the shop minding her business, doing what she does. And of course Cruz approached her, introduced her, you know, told her who she was and all of that. So after that they just start spending a lot of time together. Aaliyah used to invite Cruz to, you know, to be with her and her friends so they can go out and party and just have fun. And of course Aaliyah, she also had to keep a very low profile because at this point we all know who her father is, so she has to be very careful. She doesn't have social media and all of that, so Aaliyah would just call her, you know, Cruz in this case would just call, like Aaliyah would just call Cruz randomly just for them to link up and do nice stuff together. And of course later on, you know, as Aaliyah starts to open to Cruz, you know, she actually tells Cruz that she's actually gonna get married, that it's an arranged marriage, that, you know, if it was up to her she wouldn't get married right now, but you know, it's family business, it's things that she has to do, and she will have to go back to Saudi Arabia to, you know, to go live there and have babies and live the traditional life. And she also, you know, told Cruz that she really wanted to experience love once, at least once, to know what it really feels like, because she feels like she will never experience it once she actually settles down, because once she's married, there is no divorce, there is no such thing as divorce. And of course Cruz, if you guys don't know, let me just say this real quick. Cruz, at the beginning of the season, she actually was going through a very toxic and abusive relationship. She was trying to get out of it. Her boyfriend is a bad bad man. And when she finally, escaped her boyfriend, that's when she actually ends up joining the Marines, the Marine program. And she was one of the best in her class. She was getting all of like 10 out of a 10, and she had a very, very impressive start at the Marine. So that's how she actually ends up, go into the Marine, and that's actually how she ends up in this whole situation. So after that, Aaliyah and Cruz, they just got together, they started spending time together, and then Aaliyah invited Cruz for a getaway, just them two, for a couple of days. And that's where everything actually ends up sparking between the two women, because Aaliyah, she found out where her wedding would be, so she ended up celebrating it with Cruz. And then, during that moment of celebration, Aaliyah actually ends up kissing Cruz. And by surprise, Cruz, she actually didn't reject it. She actually, she was shocked, because she knows she's on a mission and she can fall in love with the target. So after that they kissed, but they stopped it because they knew it was, first of all, it was a little bit awkward. Second of all, they wanted to do it. Third of all, is that they just knew things would get complicated. But after that, they actually found a way to play it off very coolly. And then they went to do this whole shopping spree, and that's where everything just sparked between them. And at that point of moment, they couldn't keep their hand off one another, and they had their moment together finally, which is very hot, very sexy, very spicy. So I would definitely recommend watching that episode. So after that, everything was going well, but after they got involved with one another, Cruz woke up in the middle of the night, and she left. And she left because she just realized that she couldn't go through with the mission, that she was falling in love with Aaliyah, and she didn't feel comfortable eliminating the father of the woman who she's in love with. And we all know that they can get very, very, very complicated. So Cruz's boss, in this case Joe, had to come in to check her, and be like, hey, you remember what you signed up for. This is your mission. You almost there. You have to accomplish it. But it was very, very hard for Cruz, to get back into the work zone, because she was already falling for Aaliyah. And then after that, Cruz went back to the hotel where she and Aaliyah was, and Aaliyah expressed to her that, she knows that she and Cruz, they will never be together, but she's very thankful for the fact that they had that moment, and the fact that she had that experience of that one love that she always wanted to have. So until there, it was something very, very cute to see. And then of course, Aaliyah ends up inviting Cruz to her wedding, and she really asked Cruz to be there, because she felt like there will be more than, if I'm not mistaken, 500, 300 people. And Cruz will be the only person that she really wants to be there, and the only person that she can trust that will be there. And she also said that her father won't be there, so now we don't know if her father actually gonna be there or not. So we will actually have to see how they will involve in the last episode, because I feel like the series, I don't know how many episodes it has, but I am on episode 7. So all of this happened until episode 7. So I guess the next episode will be, Aaliyah's wedding. So we will have to see how things develop from there. But to be honest, they are giving what it's supposed to give. I love the chemistry. I love how they talk. I love how they look at each other. And of course, they're two beautiful women together, in very, very complicated circumstances, trying to make their relationship work and still being professional. It's just a whole lot going on. But yes, guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments if you guys are watching the show. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until the next video, and goodbye.